I never intended to be seen, not yet. I only wanted to watch her fall from the shadows. But fate has a cruel sense of humor, and tonight it handed me the perfect stage. She arrived on the arm of the man she believed would rescue her career, her new lover, the one she chose after slicing me out of her life with the cold precision of a jewel thief cutting glass. At the gala entrance, she leaned in close to him, voice low, smug, dripping with the arrogance only people who think they've already won can afford. "Don't worry," she whispered. "He's just the old money. Powerless." She didn't know I heard her. She didn't know who I'd become. I said nothing. Silence is far more theatrical than any threat, and I had mastered turning it into a weapon. Moments later, the founder stepped onto the stage. He scanned the room with bored, rehearsed confidence until his eyes landed on me. He froze. The speech died in his throat. "Sir," he said, voice shaking through the microphone. "I didn't realize you were here tonight." Every clink of glass stopped. Heads turned. Her face went white. And that was only the beginning. There was a time she looked at me like I was gravity itself, something that kept her steady when the world spun too fast. We built everything together, dreams, plans, a future. She once promised, "You and me, no secrets." I believed her. Betrayal always arrives wearing the face of someone you trust. She liked my ambition. She loved my patience. She adored that I never raised my voice. She mistook my calm for weakness. Her first mistake. I didn't discover it through screaming fights or tearful confessions. Just a single receipt left on the counter, 2 glasses of wine at a rooftop bar she'd once claimed she could never afford. Then the pattern sharpened, late texts, unexplained meetings, her phone suddenly face down on the table. I never confronted her. Not once. Pain is only a spark. Some of us know how to build bonfires from it. The man she left me for, her new mentor, a senior executive who bragged more than he breathed, thought he was her upgrade. In reality, she had stepped straight into the exact trap I needed. I didn't rush. Revenge is a long-term investment with spectacular returns. I started with him, not her. He had skeletons lined up like trophies, misused expense accounts, unethical side deals, quiet fraud disguised as clerical errors. Nothing public yet, everything provable. Then I mapped the company she'd jumped to, inflated valuations, shaky contracts, internal wars the public hadn't sniffed out. Perfect. Finally, I traced her digital trail, not to punish her, but to understand her new mindset. Emails, chats, screenshots she thought she'd deleted. Careless, gloating messages to friends about finally trading up. My chest tightened the first time I read those words, but the pain didn't linger. Purpose replaced it. I collected evidence slowly, meticulously, legally, copies, backups, everything clean. By the time I finished, I knew these people better than they knew themselves. And then came the final move. I quietly acquired a controlling stake in the very company she now called home. She had no idea the bold money she mocked was the silent kind, the kind that never brags, only moves. Step 1, I leaked her lover's wrongdoing anonymously to the board. An immediate investigation was launched. Step 2, I fed the press a sanitized version, just enough to raise eyebrows, never enough to look orchestrated. Step 3, I made certain she was linked to him by proximity, not direct guilt. In corporate circles, perception is the real executioner. She sensed the shift when he stopped replying to her texts, when he started arriving early and leaving late, when he avoided standing near her in hallways. I watched from a distance as her confidence unraveled thread by thread. Then came tonight, the gala. The night everything would collapse in perfect order. When the founder recognized me, confusion crackled through the room like a power surge. Her lover went rigid. She stared at me, stunned, as if seeing a ghost she'd personally buried. I simply nodded. The founder swallowed hard. In honor of our distinguished guest, he announced, voice suddenly reverent, will accelerate tonight's announcements. Every executive straightened. Investors whispered. The board chair leaned in, murmured something urgent. I saw the founder's jaw lock. That was the moment the investigation results landed in his hands. Her lover turned the color of ash. She looked from him to the executives to me, panic flooding her eyes. The founder faced me again. Sir, we need to speak privately. Immediately. I answered calmly, handle your house first. Her lover stepped forward, trembling. Board members closed in. Security appeared. The room watched in silence as he was escorted out. She just stood there, shaking, her perfect smile shattering into pieces. When it was over, I walked toward her, slow, deliberate. She whispered, "What did you do?" I listened, I said. To what? To everything you said when you thought I was powerless. She choked on a breath. Is this revenge? No, I said softly. This is consequence. She reached for my arm. I stepped back. Don't worry, I added, echoing her earlier whisper. He's just the old money. Her lips trembled. Powerless, right? I didn't wait to watch the rest. Her collapse no longer interested me. Revenge isn't about destruction. It's about clarity. She chose ambition over loyalty, deceit over honesty, arrogance over respect. I simply rearranged the lights so she could finally see the truth from a better angle. As I left the gala, I felt no guilt, no regret, only peace. Some betrayals deserve forgiveness. Others demand witnesses. Tonight, she learned the difference.